Maha Ganapataye Namaha. In this video, I'm going to share two breakthroughs that I had in my meditation practice this morning that I've been using throughout the day today with fantastic results. Before I get into that, I want to share behind me, if you can see, we're getting a massive snowstorm in Portland, and it's been quite extraordinary. So the breakthroughs that I had are around cultivation of emotion. If you watch my past videos, you know the power of emotion and manifestation, of bringing thoughts into life. The emotion being the end result of an experience, and the idea that the body, the brain, is not able to differentiate between an internally simulated experience versus an externally stimulated experience. This is because of the emotion. And that's processed by the body and creates memory. And remember, manifestation is re-identification. It is building memory in advance to create the three-dimensional expression of that memory. This is particle physics, and this is also yogic science. Now, the two breakthroughs were childlike joy. I found that if you can figure out how to tap into your inner child, I know it may sound kind of crazy, but when you get, it's almost like I get into this character when I think my thought, and then I feel the childlike joy. And childlike is very, very important. It's a very innocent, a very giddy, a very sort of free joy it's just so pure. And I've been able to really cultivate that childlike joy around the manifestation. And the other breakthrough that I had is mentally hugging it. This one is much harder to explain. I will do my best to explain it. Basically, in the practice, while I was experiencing this childlike joy, I somehow came up with this idea of mentally hugging the thought. Now, I didn't have necessarily any visuals, although later on I did see hugging, but it was more subtle. It was very effortless, where I just kind of somehow joyfully latched on to the thought. It was a mental hug, and that's really the best way I can explain it. You have to sit down and try this for yourself and see what comes up when you try to mentally hug your manifestation. So it's the childlike joy, and then as that child, you're mentally hugging the manifestation. And I found that it really helps to tie your mind to the thought, but tie your mind to the thought with such emotion. And if you can do that, and over and over and over again, you're going to make that thought extremely, extremely powerful and prominent. With one of the outcomes or signs of success is just by thinking that thought alone will trigger a cascade of chemicals. And by doing this over and over again, it becomes a habit and a memory. So I hope this video helps give you practical tips that you can use to start getting results right away. If you'd like to be trained by me one-on-one in my manifestation program, where I distill all this into a very systematic process, leave a comment below with the words discovery call, and we can set up a free consultation call. As always, if you'd like to be notified for future videos, make sure to click subscribe and the bell notification. Happy manifesting, and